evening, everyone. Happy Labor Day weekend. And welcome to, I don't know, I can't really say it's the annual OCS Autumn Extravaganza because it was a couple of years I skipped it. But I am happy to be with you tonight on Labor Day. Yes, here we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, I gave you fair warning to finish your Labor Day hot dogs and hamburgers before 8 o'clock. Does anybody still have a Labor Day? I don't ever remember us having Labor Day cookouts or picnics or anything when I was a boy. I don't remember that Labor Day was such a big deal. I guess it was to my parents who had the day off. I just don't remember us really doing anything all that hotsy-totsy on Labor Day. Oh, well, I don't know, Well, it was always the Jerry Lewis telethon. Good grief, I do remember that. And it always meant going back to school the next day, because here in the Northeast, I know some have been back in school for a year. I mean, for a month. But here in the old Northeast, it was always the day after Labor Day, the Tuesday after Labor Day Monday. Yep, we always went back to school. Why, thank you. It is my pumpkin spice extravaganza shirt. And I have whipped out my corduroy cap, as you can see. Can you not? Can you see that? And it will get down to, I think, about 52 or 53 degrees tonight. Leave the windows open. Get that comforter pulled up. Woo! Finally. Yes, but I don't know about you, but I'm hoping for a couple more hot days so I can sneak back down the shore. Even if they're not terribly hot. The shore is wonderful in September. I've even gone in October. And now that it seems warmer, Okay, well, oh my gosh, this is the Autumn Extravaganza. Now, let me tell you also, if you haven't checked out the eBay store, you had better do that because you've only got, maybe 3 more days to go. I haven't looked at it today, but I have a ton in the eBay store. So we got everybody covered. Thank you so much for coming here tonight. Especially, I know it's a day off for those who have today off. And you could be spending your Monday evening doing a lot of other things, but here you are, and I appreciate that. So I see everybody that we normally have in the chat, and I want to remind you and say welcome back to all the old names, the old familiar names that are in the chat, and also welcome anybody who's new. Don't feel scared like you have to have permission to jump in. You just jump right in. We love old customers and new ones as well. Yeah. For everybody that's watching at home that doesn't plan on buying anything, you are welcome to be here, and you're just as much a part of this as everybody else, because we're going to welcome in the autumn season. Now, this, of course, is the unofficial end of summer, not the official beginning of autumn. That won't take place for another couple of weeks, but it's crispy in the morning, isn't it? It's crispy in the morning. We've turned our air conditioners off. I know about all of that stuff that's in the grocery store, and I have to tell you, I am going to go very slowly into it. I don't like to rush the season, but we're starting the Autumn Extravaganza sales early so that I can get the things in the mail to you, because some of you like decorating. Some of you started decorating today. Now, that's quite all right. I know. This kicks off, for those of us who love the decorating seasons, this kicks it off, does it not? We slowly begin to say goodbye to summertime as the nights get darker and the days get shorter and the crisp air, we start to come inside. So some of those picnics that we've had outside, we're moving into the dining room now. That means we're going to be putting the paper plates away and we're going to entertain our friends, even if it's just you sitting there all solo by yourself. There's no reason why you can't have your cream and sugar in something lovely like that, right? So we look forward to decorating in the autumn season. I like to start with all of the autumn colors in September. Doesn't mean you're putting Halloween decorations up, jack-o'-lanterns. You can wait and do that a couple days before Halloween. But all this other beautiful, oh my gosh, and I've got so much. Look, I've got so many. Well, what get back up there, Blinky. And I'm going to try to, tonight, we might have to run until 10:30. We might. But you slept in today, right? Some folks did. That's nice, isn't it, when you have a day off and you don't have to set the alarm? Yeah. Well, okay, let's do this. Most of you already know how this works. It's a live sale. I'm going to hold an item up, tell you the starting price, and everything tonight is an offer up. And you can put those offers onto the screen. I'll give you a 10-second countdown. I'll warn you. If you're new to this kind of thing, remember, you always see what you type first. Always. But that isn't what I see or my moderator sees or what anybody else sees. And that's because of internet speeds and the device that you're on. Yeah. So computers and TVs and cell phones and smartphones and crank phones, that all works at different speeds. Right? Okay. And I don't know your internet speed. So that's the reason why we say don't wait until 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you see something you really like and you wait until 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you might lose it. Always hit refresh every once in a while. Make sure you are in live chat, right? Yeah, that's so you get all of the messages. I don't charge for packing materials or shipping boxes, and I don't use bent up old boxes from Amazon. I go out and I buy good, thick, American-made cardboard boxes most of the time. And things usually get there without being broken. But every now and then a package will get mistreated and it will get broken. And when that happens, I refund you completely, including what you paid for shipping. I ship from lovely southern New Jersey, and I use Pirate Ship. What does it cost to ship? That depends on your zip code and how far it is from mine, and how big and how heavy your box is. That's it. Now, sometimes I'll use UPS or USPS. Those are pretty much the only two forms of shipping that I'll use, and it's whichever one comes up cheaper when Pirate Ship calculates everything. I send the invoices out. Woo, tomorrow morning, I'll work on those invoices. Yeah. And I'm ready to get started. I'm going to thank everybody for being here tonight. I think that Jeffrey Reed is here and is going to do some. Oh, Cynthia, I would love for you to help me out with packing materials. I have to tell you one thing, though. This is terrible. This is terrible. But I'll tell you anyway. My mother and stepfather, that's not the terrible part. They save all their newspapers for me. They still read newspapers. And, of course, they ask their friends at church, save boxes, save newspapers. Well, there was one source of newspapers that were being saved for me. And all of the crossword puzzles were already done, and the cuckoo, what is it? Sudoku? Sanka? There's some puzzle thing people do. I don't know. I don't do it. And I was shipping things out, and somebody said, Drat, I love the newspapers that you ship because they come from another state, and I always look to see if I always look to see the crossword puzzle, and I try to see if the crossword puzzle is correct. I know you got 7 you did. Cynthia, you're the one that got all the purple. Did it all get there safely? I'm on the edge of my pumpkin spice seat. Tell me all that purple got to you without any breakages. Just tell me now. I'm going to have a sip. I'm waiting to see if she tells me that it got there. We're going to start the live sale in a minute. I'm going to try this and give you my thought. I don't know. Pumpkin spice craft soda. All of those dishes made it to you. Cynthia, I shipped like 80 pieces of glass to you, and it all got there safely. Woo! I'm telling you, I was sweating bullets. Hold on. I gotta have a candy corn. That dish is for sale too, but not the candy. I'm telling you what, I was gonna have a fit. All right, has anybody tried this? I don't know. It's kind of looking like Mr. Clean. I was in Lidl or Little, whatever, however you say it, today, and I thought, oh, what the heck? Pumpkin spice craft soda. Let's try it. You love the dishes. Oh, I'm thrilled. Let's see if I can get this lid off. Has anybody tried this? I just got it today. I went there for apple cider and I couldn't find it. They didn't have any. It's a little early, I know, but all right, I'm sure it's not good for you. I know, full of sugar and calories. I know, but oh, so what? Let's have a treat. Let's try it. Okay. Wait a minute. It smells like the when you open the cabinet at your mother's house and the cloves and the cinnamon, you know, the spice rack. It smells like a spice rack. Oh, it looks like urine. Carmen. No. I'm just, no. I'll try it again. And I'll eat and drink anything. I'm not a fussy or a picky. No. You missed the mark on this. I'm sorry, my German friends. No. I'll show it to you. I mean, I don't know. Don't call Lidl and tell them that I gave them a bad. Let me just. It's a bit. Oh. No. Oh dear. No, I need to cancel that out with something. Wait a minute. Ooh! No. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, forget the candy corn. We're going in for the big pumpkin. That's helping. I think I could clean the toilet with that stuff. I don't know about Aldi. It's got the little. No, you don't always get the same things at Aldi and Lidl. In fact, they're sort of came from Lidl. And it says Lidl on it, so it wouldn't be Aldi. No. Okay. Woo! That was a mistake. Oh. Well, you never know. Oh dear. Hold on for a second. Let's just get into this. START. Start. Okay. See me right there? Start, but I didn't put in the price. Woo! Oh, they're really hurting for business if that's the best they can do. $10, $10. And it's beautiful amber. And there it is, cube. And it's either the Jeanette or it's that stuff that that whatchamajig pumped out in the 70s, and sometimes it's hard to tell, but it's not the Fostoria American. They didn't make it in this color. So, but it's like the Jeanette cube or the who is it? Indiana or oh crap. Anyway, there it is. No chips, no cracks on the cream and sugar. No, there are no just in cases, and everything's an offer up. We do have an opening bid of $10, and I'm not wasting any time. Here we go. 10. Now, if you want this and you want to pay more than $10, put it in there right now because I'm counting it down. 10, 9. We move here. No chips, no cracks. 10, 9. Yeah, that's what I meant. Indiana Whitehall. 10, 9. Thank you. 8, 7. No chips, no cracks. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. If you've watched other live sales where they spend 20 minutes on each item, boy, you're in for a surprise. We move here. We move it. You've got stuff to do, and so do I. Now, I'll take longer on some things because, you know, I'll run my lips on some. Let's see. I don't know if, I guess Jeffrey is here and is going to do this for me right now. Thank you, kind sir. That was the cube, and it was $10, and Jeffrey's going to hit refresh, and I think somebody came in at, it might be Lynn at 15. Jeffrey, if you'll just confirm that. We got another cream and sugar coming up. Very good. Thank you, Lynn, and thank you for everyone who placed a bid on that. $10 on the screen, if you will, kind sir. And the next item that we have for you tonight, this is gonna not work out for me, so I guess I'm gonna sit on this. And I'll have to figure something else out in a minute. Look at this. This is a nice one as well, and it is also an amber, and it's got a swirly swirl. This is also starting at $10, a cream and sugar. No chips or cracks. These are fire polished and therefore not your cheap run-of-the-mill depression glass. Scott said stop, but the sold came in. Okay, can somebody, I see that, Rosemary. Can someone talk to Rosemary? Rosemary, I'm glad you point that out. It's always, if someone will explain that, it's because of the lag and all of that stuff. So that's what happens. Sometimes you'll see that, but this is an amber, and you are welcome, and it's not a problem with you asking. It all has to do with computer lags, and I go pretty fast. But Jeffrey is moderating. He's in Massachusetts. He watches for me to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So he's accounting for the lag. But I don't know where you are, and you'll sometimes see that it comes up that way. Okay, look at this. We'll count this set down. That's a pretty, again, they're in amber without chips or cracks. Pretty cream and sugar. So we'll count this set down. Oh, you're in New York State. I bet it's getting chilly in the morning up there. 10, or New York City. You didn't say whether it was state or city. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Jeffrey is watching, and when I go boom, 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 he will put the stop in where he is when he sees it. We've got one more cream and sugar coming up while we're waiting for Jeffrey. I see he's just put the stop in. Look at this. Now, I should have looked these up, and I didn't do it. But this is another beautiful set right here. Woo, these are pretty, and these are also fire polished, nice glass. That was Tex-Mex at 30. Tex-Mex, do I know you? I want to say I do. So if I do know you, that means I already have your stuff. I just can't. Yeah, Tex-Mex sounds familiar. But if I do know you, wonderful. It's been several years now, and I forget. So I apologize. Don't take it. Okay, this next set starts at 12. This is an elegant set. And we're going to start at $12 on this set right here. Now, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Oh, look at these. This is liquid honey. Look at that. Now, that is that's one of our good companies. And I always say Fostoria, Cambridge, blah, 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 blah. That is beautiful 1930s fire polished amber glass. Cream and sugar, again, without any chips or cracks. And we started off at $12 on this set right here. They're just a standard size cream and sugar. And you can see that all of these examples I'm showing you now are lidless. So it's a really, really pretty amber color. This is. That one needs to be washed, but there it is. $12 on this set. Do we have any interest starting at 12? Be sure that you're in. Da, 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 da. Thank you, NC. Elegant. Yeah. Okay. Back in the day finds. I just wrote to you. I just sent you an email about 20 minutes ago. Back in the day finds. So we will connect. I also sent an email. Well, I guess I shouldn't go into all of that. Okay, hold on here. I might. Maker, I didn't look these up, so I'm not sure, but it's one of the good American glass companies from the 1920s and 30s, such as Cambridge and Fostoria, Payton City, Westmoreland, like that. We will count this down. We do have a bid. I need to come back to that in a second, Revive It Sisters, because I can't put this down to write that down, but I hope you both are doing well. And 10, we'll count this down, and then I might have to be reminded of that. 10, 20, 10, 9. It's, reading, talking, counting things down. It's like chewing gum and riding a bicycle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is for Jeffrey. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on that set. Let me get caught up here for a minute. Give me just a minute to grab my ink pen, which is leaking. Did the Revive It Sisters ask me to bill them for the swirl cream and sugar that was won by Tex-Mex? Is that what it's, is that? Okay. Well, that was very kind of you, Revive It Sisters. So bill you, and it's a gift that's going to Tex-Mex. How kind of you. And we will all right, I got that. So I'm going to need my winner on the Elegant Cream and Sugar. So we'll wait just a second. And then we're going to do a couple of vases and then some cake stands. So we'll let Jeffrey tell us. Rhonda Gentry at 14. Rhonda Gentry got the Elegant set at 14. Rhonda Gentry. Okay. I need to clean off a spot. I do. All right. let's do the, I really do. Okay, so hold on for just a moment, if you will. And I'm going to really rock and roll once I move these creams and sugars to the floor. Then I can put that right there. Wonderful. Okay. That's not old. It's from the 60s or the 70s, but it is beautiful amber, and it's a little cake stand without any chips or cracks. We're going to start at $12 on the little tiny cake stand, which is really only big enough for like a big cupcake because it is 8 inches in diameter. Now, let's check it. That's here to here is 9 inches, so I subtracted an inch because my finger went over by an inch. So this little guy here is exactly 8 inches. I'll let you see the pattern on the top. You could put one pancake on that. Boy, you would be living large eating your pancake off of that. Or stack up a bunch of pumpkin spice cookies. $12 on this little cake stand. Any interest in that? Look at the how pretty that is. There's the bottom of it. There's the top of it. Sort of undulating waves. Is that what I'm looking for? Do they undulate? Is that what? Are you being hypnotized by it? I'm not sure. If you see what I see. But it is really pretty. The colors are nice. It is not scratched. And I think this was something that came around in the 60s and 70s. And I've got another one here that's also sort of from that same era that's actually bigger than this one. So this is a little one. Yeah, but not pumpkin spice soda. No, I don't know who made it. I didn't have this might be Indiana. I wrote to you, Rosemary, and told you that I'm so sorry, but I don't have any horns. I wrote to you about an hour ago. I'm sorry. I'll keep my eyes out, though. I shall keep my eyes out. We'll count this glass down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the little cake stand. The little one. Get over there. And then next up, as we wait for Jeffrey, we got a big one. Woo, honey, you got a big storm coming. Now, I haven't told you, don't start bidding on this one yet. Just admire it while we wait and see. On the small cake stand, I don't want to overwork. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was that nasty soda. Ooh, if you just tuned in, I'll do a reenactment during intermission. It was terrible, terrible. The little cake stand. Jeffrey tells me that it was Rhonda Gentry at 27. Small cake stand, 27. And Jeffrey, would you like to put $15 on the screen for me? Rhonda. On the big guy, now look at that. Now he measures, that's 9, 10, 11. This would be about 11 inches. This will hold a big pumpkin spice cake. That one is just shy of 11 inches across. And again, this is not from the Depression. This again is something that would be made after the Second World War, I believe. It's beautiful. The color is lovely, and you've got these little bloop, 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 bloop. They look like little candy corns, almost, decorations around the, did I say candy corn? You know how this game, every time he says candy corn, you got to take one. Woo! All right. Every time he says candy corn. You didn't know we were playing that tonight, did you? No chips or cracks. And that's really pretty. You can use your amber colored glass, September, all the way through Thanksgiving. So we've got a good 3 months. Don't just pull this out at Thanksgiving. Bring in the beautiful colors from outside. Bring them on in and enjoy them and use them. You didn't say we were playing the game. I know. I didn't tell you in advance. I didn't tell you. Well, during intermission, run out to the kitchen and get something you can eat every time I say candy corn. Ooh, I just said it. Ooh, take the lid off the jar. I'm going to gain 10 pounds tonight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. My lighting is off tonight, but what's new with me? Something's always off. I'll tell you, something is always off around here. All right, large cake stand. What is that? Oh, never mind. All right, next up. 1 is delicious. 2 is delightful. Oh my word. We'll look at these in just a second. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Old what? Oh, $33 Alimonti. On what? Oh, on the cake stand. 33 Ali Monty. I've got it. Look at those tree bark. 2 of them. And they start at $20. $20 and you're getting 2 of them? Now, this is not antique carnival glass from 1910, but this is antique glass, this Jeanette sort of tree, not tree of life, but almost like tree bark. And they stand 8 inches tall. So they are iridescent. And if you want to call it carnival glass, you may. But it's really beautiful marigold carnival glass. And we have two vases, which are just beautiful. Look how they pick up the light. Hold them still. You know that song from Les Mis? Bring him home. They should change the words for me. Hold it still, which is very challenging for me to do. Okay, if I'm trying to read what you're saying, but if it's a lot, then I can't really follow it because so I'm not ignoring you, but two of these. Did I tell you 2 with no chips or cracks? What would you put in those? Would you bring in some beautiful? I guess you couldn't put mum. Yeah, it's 2 for 1 money. You get both of them. Oh, you want a drink out of it? Well, I suppose you could. Mark Peterson has the high bid of $26 right now for both of these iridescent glass vases that stand, what did I tell you? 8 inches tall. And I think they would be really pretty on your mantle, on your buffet, on your dining room table, on the back of the toilet. 10, not mums, yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Ooh. If I can get up out of this chair without knocking something over, it'll be something else. Okay, the 2, what is it, Jeanette vases, we'll wait. Ooh, you gotta be kidding. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna sell next. Oh, yes, I am. Mark Peterson, 32. Thank you, Mark. And again, Mark, I can't remember. So if I don't have your info, if you'll send it to me, oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com. In fact, Jeffrey will put it on the screen for you. But I think I might have your information already, Mark. And remember, it's not with eBay. That's all different. So, okay. All right. Let's do Georgian tumblers, the little ones. I've got 8 of them. $20 for 8. They are not chipped. They are not cracked. And I'm only holding up 2, but I've got 8. Now, these are the little ones. And these have been used. So you'll see just natural wear, natural age. They stand just a little bit over 4 inches tall. So if you're having 8 people over, you could start out with your tomato juice. I guess you could even have a little cocktail in that if you want to. But they're small. The Georgian pattern has been made from the 1920s into the 1980s. And even Anchor Hocking was making Georgian pattern, and you'll find it in every single color. And if you watch the video that I did on Georgian pattern maybe last week, you know that Fenton made, Payton City made, Imperial, oh good grief, Beaumont glass. Did Westmoreland? Yes. Anchor Hocking? Yes. Boy, you got to really know your glass to figure out which company made them. So they're heavy. Yeah. There's a lot of glass in these. And it's a classic pattern. Now, again, they're not brand new. So you'll find maybe just a smidgen of roughness here and there, just occasionally on these. From them just being sort of clanked together. They've been used. But they don't have nasty dishwasher crud on them. And it's a set of 8. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and count these down. I do think we do have a bid. Yeah, it's like who didn't make them? Everybody made them. $20 for 8 of them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And Richard, yes, I got your message about a radio horn. So I'll see what I can do for you. As you can see, I've got, well, 1 behind me, and there's 3 over there, and I think I've got 3 in the basement. So we'll chat about it. Sometime. Okay, let me get these out of the way. And you are welcome. You're welcome. And while we're waiting for Jeffrey to give me the winner on those. Did you say that you have old radios for sale? I don't. No, not turquoise horns, radio horns. You'll have to, we'll just let Jeffrey give us the answer on these. Oh. And Jeffrey, did he leave us? Maybe he had to go to the, oh, there he is. Okay, Tex-Mex got him for 20. Thank you, Jeffrey. All right, Tex-Mex got him for 20, and let's continue. I have something here which is a grouping. A grouping. And the grouping is $15 on the screen. Tea, creamer, and vase, $15 on the screen. Cream. Yeah, if anything, I'm going to hang around as soon as the auction is over. So if there's anything that you want to chat about that's not related, if you'll hold on until then, that way I can go ahead and get through this whole, I can get through everything. Would love to chat with you. Let's do that as soon as the auction is over. We can talk more about some of those other things that you're asking about. I'll be glad to. Okay, would love it. But look, so $15 and you're going to get all three of these items. And what are they? Well, this is a wonderful English cream pitcher. Look at the design on that. Isn't that nice? Look at that. That is a beautiful cream pitcher made in England. I wish I had the sugar bowl to go with it. Classic 1930s. So you'll get that. You'll also, I just threw this in there. This is probably Czechoslovakian or Austrian. And it's a decal and not hand painted, but that kind of made me think of autumn a little bit. You know, everything doesn't have to be black and orange. Look, and then this is also, I'm sure, English. And that, yep, all for one money. That is a little tin that was made for tea. See? Gee whiz. You could fill that up with, oh, I didn't say it. Candy corn. Ah, eat another one. Go ahead. I didn't say take a shot. I'm not trying to get anybody inebriated out there. So the pretty little tea tin made in England. This beautiful, so these are both English. Very nice. And that little vase. Anybody? Yes, it looks like Grace has the opening bid of $15. We're going to go ahead and count this down. If anybody is interested, get that bid in there or you're going to lose it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. The creamer is English. And it's made by Baker Brothers, England. Baker Brothers, England. It is marked on the bottom. So, okay, that's that. Well, I'll tell you what, getting up out of this chair is going to be a lot of fun. Okay. I'm not ready for you yet. Go over there. Go on. Be still. All right, go over there. Grace at 15 got the three little things. Oh, you got a good. Okay, Grace. Grace who? 2010H. 2010H. This would be a good time to say, please, when you write to me, tell me things you don't think I need to know. What do I mean by that? Well, I got about 50 Nancys. I got about 20 Carols. I have at least 5 Graces. So here's what I'm saying. It's hard to keep everybody straightened out. So when you write to me, it's really helpful if you not only give me your chat name, but then your real name as well. I've got to have that as well as your shipping address. But I also need, if you have an unusual name, you know, like Miss Congeniality 1932, there's probably only one of you. But if you have a very simple chat name like Bob, I might get you confused with some of my other Bobs. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes it go. It makes it easier for my poor old self. That helps me. And don't forget, I need your the email address associated with your PayPal account, and be sure to tell me in your email if you don't have PayPal, because if you don't tell me that and you don't have it, I'll send you an invoice through PayPal and you'll never get it. I wrote to you and you didn't write me back. No, I need to know, because if you don't have a PayPal account, no worries. You can check out as a guest but I have to do something different on my end to make sure you get that invoice. I want you to get your autumn decor before Jingle Bells. Okay, look at what's next. A black satin vase. Get out of town. Ooh. Black satin. Isn't this the one when I was thinking? Never mind. Abracadabra. Black satin. Panties? No, it's a vase. And it's $16. No chips or cracks. And it stands 6.5 inches tall. And it is as smooth as a kitten's ear. If you don't get the black satin panties reference, don't think I'm weird. Well, you can think I'm weird if you want to, but there's it was. Remember that song Abracadabra from the Steve Miller Band back in like 1981? It's black satin. Oh my gosh. And it's called a fan vase because whatever you put in there, it fans out. Yeah. And as you can imagine, depending on how long the stems are, it can really fan out. Yeah. Okay. It's a lyric from a song from the 80s. And I was trying to, that's right. I want to reach out and grab you. You got it, Bonnie. Abracadabra. Black panties with an angel's face. Okay. Oh dear. Different companies made black satin as well, and a lot of them made fan bases back in the 19. My lighting is off. Oh well. We'll count the black satin the black satin vase down. That's all I'm going to be saying all night. Back to the roller rink. Yes. Abra. All skate. All skate. Remember when it was couples only and you weren't a couple and you went and hung out by the vending machines? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I want to reach out and grab you. Abracadabra, abracadabra. I see magic in your. Okay, I'll stop. Black satin. Ooh, I've got 2 more. What's coming up? Oh, I don't know. Probably a hen on a nest. Let's wait and let Jeffrey announce my winner for me. That's so funny. Rosemary Morris, 33. Black satin, 33. Rose Mary Morris. Oh, by the way, I'm getting up tomorrow morning at the crack of you-know-who. And I'm going to send these invoices out probably before the Blue Jay starts squawking, which he often does at about 6 a.m. So if 12 noon rolls around and you ain't got no invoice from me, will you reach out to me at Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com, because that means that I'm having trouble getting you for whatever reason. So again, all in, not like last week when it was the very next day. Okay. What is that link? Okay. All right, let's keep it going here. Look at these. These are 2 of my favorite things tonight. I don't know what I love these, and I love them because I think there's so much that you could do with these. And this is something that you're not going to just go out and find in the decor section in the big box stores. These are 2 cast iron owl bookends. They were probably made sometime in the 1950s or 60s. They're heavy and they are iron, and they're in excellent condition. They start at $19 for the pair. And you know what I think I like the best about them? Well, there's the old felt on the bottom. I mean, you know, that's the old timey felt that they used to put on these. It's faded a little bit. And there's a little bit of paint loss on either side of this guy. But I love these things because you've got his little feet in the front. Now, this is how he stands. Of course, I guess he's supposed to go up against a book. But wouldn't it be neat, and you already know, stick whatever you want behind him. A candle. These aren't going to catch on fire, or one of your electric lights. And have his little eyes lit up behind him. I love these guys. They're unmarked. They might have been made in Pennsylvania. I don't always look everything up. So, not really sure, but look at them. So they both have, I don't think he's got some paint loss on under both of his eyes, but this guy doesn't. Listen to that. Isn't that great? The backs of them are flat. Rosemary, we have to be careful with who made the black vase, because it could be one of several companies. You can't always just tell by looking at it, because remember, these companies imitated each other. So again, there could be 5 or 6 companies that made that. Well, they all made fan vases in the 1920s and 30s, and almost all of the glass companies made satin glass as well. So it's, unless you really study it, you can Google image it and you're going to get 5 different makers. But it's one of the good glass companies of the 1920s or 30s on that. So yeah. Okay, so nobody wants these owls. I can't believe it. I'm going to put them down. We didn't get any bids at $19, or did we? I didn't see any. Okay, there's one. Sandra has the high bid right now of $30. These are unique, and I love these for decorating. Who is going to win? Sorry, I had to do it. But don't you love... Wait, can I get my... I think I might have... Wait, let's try it. Ooh, I don't like the look of those eyes. Those cool and limpid green eyes. Count them down. 10. Oh, do you want to know how tall they are? Wait a minute. Where's my... Here it is. Oops. 6 inches tall. 6 inches tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I don't want to drop these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Poor Poodle is singing Abra, Abra, Cadabra. She's going to be singing it all night. I want to reach out and grab you. Abra. Okay. Ah, look at that. Anyway, where are we? Oh, the 2 owls. I love those owls. Boy, we got so much to get through, and it's already 5 of 9. I hope you guys don't mind. We're going to go to at least 10:30 tonight. Is that okay? What have we got, Jeffrey? I think it might have been... Yeah, the lollipop that licks the So Angela picked Angela Burba at 32. Angela Burba at 32. All right. Okay. Jeffrey, $20 on the screen. You get 2 peach vases. No chips, no cracks. Look at that. Anchor Hocking, I think. I don't remember. Peach Luster. I think it's Hocking. Somebody can tell us. I didn't look them up. I'm just trying to use my poor old brain. They're 7 inches tall. Remember, I love it when I find one. It's even better when I find 2. Peach Luster. All the rage in the 1950s. Yes, I do know they made glass phonograph horns, and I will never get one, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at these again. 2 peach vases. They're $20 for both of them. And we can do some radio talk at the end of the show. I don't want to lose track you're fine, but I get to talking about other things and then I lose my track of thought. 7 inches tall on these 2. Look at them. It's Anchor Hocking, isn't it? So they have that looks like the bottom of the Anchor Hocking mugs, doesn't it? And it's 2 of them, these tall peach luster vases, which were so popular in the 50s and 60s. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm not going to get any more of that nasty. I told you I was going to have a reenactment on that soda. I don't think I can do it. We're going to go ahead and count these vases down because I got a lot to get through, and so I got to keep it rolling. High bid right now is $45, and here we go, counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the 2 peach vases. Now, as I'm watching this, once the stop is in there, folks, if you could just kind of hold your chatter down, because it really helps me. If you're talking about a whole bunch of other stuff, it goes by too fast and I can't see what Jeffrey puts in. So if you'll just chill out for a moment and let me find out who my winners are, and then you guys can chew the fat. Florida Golden at 45. Thank you. That helps me out a lot. If you'll do that for me. Golden girl, because it's on my screen and it flies by. There it goes, flying on by. Okay, so hang in there until Jeffrey gives me the who wins, and then you can all do your congratulations, which took me forever to learn how to spell. Golden girl, that's Florida. Okay, great. I wish I had more of them, but I don't. I don't have any more of those, but I do have this. No, let's do that later because that'll take too long. Okay, let's do the 2. Let's do the 2 blinkies, and they're going to start at 2 blinkies. They're $20 for both of them. The original light bulb and cord is gone. I have replacements down in the basement. That's new old stock. I didn't bring them up, but you'll get them. So you're getting the 2, and look how skinny they are because they go in your window. So we have 2 blinkies. You know, you can have them in your window and you can close your curtains. And it's $20 for the 2 of them. $20. And again, as I said, you will get the electric cords. There might even be a light bulb inside of. There might even be a light bulb inside of those kits. I don't remember, but it's just a Christmas tree light bulb. These are new, old. They're not faded. They're not cracked. There's no damage on them at all. And blinkies, these were made in the USA, not China. And it says right back here, made in the USA. So, hey Richard, let's do phonograph talk when the auction is over. If that's okay, we can talk, and then I can find out what kind of a horn that you need. All right, so I might even have one that's down in the basement for you. They are cute. I love them. I think they came out in the 80s or 90s. Yeah. So it's really just blow mold. And there's a little hole in the top to let some heat out. And then you put your light bulb in there and you can hang them in your windows. Hello in Connecticut. We will count the 2 blinkies down. And remember, the electric cords, you'll get them sealed in bags. As I said, that was new old stock, and you'll get 2. And you know how this works. All right, 10, 9. Shall we count them down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay, Richard, my good man, can we talk about the radios and the phonographs at the end of the sale? Okay, boss man, we're going to talk about it at the very end. Let's do that. Then I can, Okay, we got the stop there. Hey, Kimmy, I don't think I know Kimmy. Okay, let's put these over here. I've got another blow mold, but he ain't in great. We'll do him next. He's got some fading issues, but we'll talk about him. Rosemary Morris, 45, gets the blinkies. Rosemary Morris. You don't have to apologize, Richard. I want to talk to you about your radios, and I want to give you my full attention. And I feel bad because I can't give you my full attention right now, and I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. So you hang in there, buddy. We do want to talk about it. Okay. Look, that's the way he should look, but that's the way he looks because he's been faded. $10 because he's all faded. Just $10, and I have no electric cord with him. He's not cracked or broken anywhere. And yes, people buy these old blow molds, even faded like that. I was watching some videos. You can heat your water up to like 200 degrees and put some special dyes in. And I was surprised you can turn these things orange again. That isn't something that I want to spend my afternoon doing. But look, even though he's faded, you could still either leave him like he is and stick an orange light bulb up there. I think someone, let's see, is he an Empire? He is, which means he's the real thing. See there? Yeah, he's okay, even faded. I was surprised. I watched this video about the temperature. He is Empire. The temperature over 300 degrees to get this poly plastic whatever into the molds. But you can heat you can dye these. Just go look at it on YouTube. It's amazing how wonderful you can restore these things, and I didn't know that you could. Or stick an orange light bulb in him and be done with it. So he's a cute little pumpkin head. He's tipping his hat to you. He's all out of candy corns. I'm not. Ooh. All right, we'll count him down. How tall is he? I don't know. 13 inches. Unlucky for some. Shall we count him down? 13 inches. We have a bid. Rhonda Gentry is at 25, and we're going to count him down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And we will keep the party rolling. It's 5 after 9. We're not going to take an intermission. We're going to plow through. Oh, the chocolate ones are the best. And what an answer to prayer, Lisa. I'm glad Jeff is, we're going to keep him in our thoughts and prayers. I don't know if you wanted me to say that, and I apologize if I was not supposed to. Okay, there's the stop. There's the stop. Lori Perry has it at 36. Blow mold. Yes? Yes. Okay. And also, Lori Perry, I wrote to you also about an hour ago, and we're going to make arrangements for you know what. Okay, 36. I got a lot going on here. I'm trying to keep it all together. Let's do the King's Crown Amber with the $15. Let's go ahead and do this. It's got the candy corns in it. I just said candy corn. I think I said candy corn twice. Well, you don't get the candy, but you get the dish. It's beautiful. It is amber glass. It's chip and crack free. I know you can't see it very well, but you know that King's Crown pattern. Let's get one. Wait a minute. 1, 2. $15. And you know, when my mother was up in the choir loft and I was little, and I had to sit next to my grandparents, and they weren't the fun grandparents, they were the other grandparents. I used to get in trouble because I would do this. Scare the old ladies in church. There was one old lady that wore like dead foxes around her neck. Ugh. And those beady old eyes would be staring at me. Her name was Florence something. Remember those things? I'm old enough. Remember, when I was a little boy in church in the 70s, there were men and women born in the 1890s, in their 80s. And some of those old ladies still wore those fox things. It had a clip on it. You remember those things? Oh, better leave the lid. Oh, no. And they had glass eyes. And they would clip. Those old women would wear them. They would clip. There were like 3 of them that would clip around their neck. You remember that? 10. Do we have on the King's Crown? 10. Sorry. That was my fault. I was rambling. I take responsibility for that. 10. 9. And my great-grandmother wore them too, and her last name was Fox. 10, 9, 8. This is the King's Crown candy dish minus the candy. 10, 9, 8, 7. I'll stick to the business. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Yes, they did have little funny little, they were weird little things that the old ladies used to wear to church. Okay, where are we? Yeah, and their mouth was a clip because it could clip onto like the sweater. I think some of those old ladies were still hanging on to them in the early 70s. They were out of style then. But, you know, they got all dressed up for church. And Gail Spranger's at 42. Gail, 42. Gail Spranger's. Okay, let me just take a breath. We have been rocking here for an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, dear. Okay. But there is no need for us to stop. I would like to see one thing here. Hold on for one moment. We have 431 lovely people here at the Autumn Extravaganza tonight, and I'm thrilled to have you. Now, why did I mess with that? I can't get it back. See, you go pushing buttons. Okay, there it is. Could I ask all 431 of you to give me a thumbs up if you are on a device that does such a thing? Yeah, I can see that thing, and there would be a Persian lamb coat, and that looked like a brain. It was all squiggly. Remember those black Persian lamb? I can see those black Persian lamb coats and those old fox stoles. Because you're. Of course, I don't know about today. Things have changed today, but years ago, people weren't, they wore clothes that were 10, 15, 20 years out of style. Those old church clothes, you were all dressed up. Anyway, I hadn't thought about what brought that up. One of you brought that up. I didn't get off. I can't blame any. I'm going to blame one. I'm going to go back and find out who got me off on that. One of you did it. Yes, Persian lamb. Yes, it looked like a science experiment. Mm-hmm. And the blue hair. Oh, those old church ladies. Really? People buy them now? I've got a picture of old great Grammy Fox in her Fox stole somewhere around here. Okay, now look at this. I've got a cheese and cracker set for you, boys and girls. This is a nice one. This is a good one. That is a beauty, beauty, beauty. Now, this is good fire polished glass. This is elegant depression glass. This will not be in your cheapy depression glass books. $20 is where we start. And it is wonderful. It's not a marriage. We've talked to death cheese and cracker sets. So I guess you know the crackers go here, the cheese goes here, and they're two pieces, right? That's the way they made them. Some of the ones made of porcelain, believe it or not, are fused together and it's all one piece. But with glass, I don't think I've ever seen a glass one that's all one piece unless somebody glued it. This is wonderful. It's unmarked. There's the big plate. And on this one, it is a lovely, just shy of 12 inches across. So this is a really good size. There's your cheese compote. And $20 is where we are. So we're back here to the auction now. This has a polished bottom. There's a few scratches on this, but no mold lines, right? Fire polishing, it went back. Under the flame licks it and softens off all the edges, so there's no roughness. This, again, is going to be one of those wonderful companies that made beautiful glass during the 1920s. And colored glass like this starts to come on the scene in the 20s before the stock market crash. So you'll hear people erroneously say that all this beautiful colored glass became popular during the dark days of the Depression, but that's not true. And I've got the magazine articles to prove it over there somewhere in one of my Better Homes and Gardens or Good Housekeepings were advertisements in the late 1920s, 27, 28, and it talked about the beautiful colors of glass that were starting to become popular with American housewives. By the time the stock market crashes, colored glass is already in folks' homes. But this is a nice set, and it'll be lovely on your table. It's that light color of amber. So we'll count it down. And cheese and cracker set, we'll count it down. And we're off. There's a bid somewhere in there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh, the night was dark and dreary, and the air was full of sleet. An old man stood out in the storm, and his shoes were full of, oh, it ain't gonna rain no mo, no mo. It ain't gonna rain no mo. Oh, you know what? It's Rosemary Morris at 47. Okay, Rosemary, you're gonna love that. Wait a minute. Okay, 47. It's Rosemary Morris. Ah, my pen stopped. I just licked ink. Well, I just drank that awful soda. Hold on, 47. Who was it? Rosemary who? Rosemary and Thyme? Oh, wait a minute, it went away. Oh, Morris. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you dearly. Jeffrey. Jeffrey has his own autumn sale coming up, and I'm going to let him talk about it. We don't have him on speaker. I appreciate him helping out. He put a link in, and if you'll tell us in the chat, Jeffrey, and I'll read it while folks are bidding on not just one Indiana glass fairy lamp, not just one, but two. $40 is where we start. You're getting both of them, no chips, no cracks. All right, he just put the link in, but if you'll tell me, I can't, okay, Sunday at 8. So this coming Sunday, a week from yesterday. A week from yesterday. That's not right. Yeah. Jeffrey, on his channel, he just put the link in. He's having an autumn sale. Go support him too. I hope you will. Look, I've got 2 more in my eBay store. So you can have 4. You can have 4 of these. Your trick-or-treaters will know exactly where to go. Did I just say Arthur Treachers or little trick-or-treaters? Look, you are welcome. Oh gosh. Yep, you can. Well, you can put. These were designed. These were made before those flickering battery candles. We actually had to use flame candles in these. That's the reason why there's a hole in the top. You can actually put a good old piece of candle in there. So I'm not up on all that. When you say tea light, you can put the battery operated or the flame in there. That's what these are made for, because back in the 70s, we had, well, I'm sure there were battery operated, but we all used flickering candles in these. I remember from the 70s when I was a kid, we used candles. So it's the 2 of them in amber, and they are chip and crack free. You are welcome, Christy Rundle. Yeah, the green one is pretty too. And I think they're crystal. I don't remember what other colors. They really are pretty, especially when you put a real flickering candle in it. And again, that's the reason why there's a hole in the top. So you won't break this glass if you put a real candle in it. But if you want, for safety, you could put the little battery ones in there as well. And KP says they made them in red as well. But you're getting both of them now. These are made in the 70s, the 1970s. And I believe Indiana Glass made these, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Feel free to correct me. There was one in my house in the 70s, so I know they're 50 years old. I don't know how early Indiana made them, but I know they were around in the 70s. And here they are in amber, and they're called. Cause David, where are you? He's busy moving furniture. I know. Every show needs a fairy lamp. Oh, they started making them in 1969. I didn't know that. So you put your candle down in there, and the top on, and it will flicker into the night. 10, 9. I have to put one down so I can count down. 10, 9. Oh, they are pretty when they're lit up. 8. Oh, for Pete's sake. 7. Oh dear. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. That's it. You're getting both of them. You're getting both of them. I have to tell you, my lovely friends, I shop all year long. All year long, I shop for these things. I bring them home and wash them and clean them and research some of them, and I put them up in my attic, and then I lug them down in August for these extravaganzas, and I love it. Rosemary Morris got both of them at 60. And great, you got the cheese and cracker too. So that was the next line. All I had to do was go. All right. Oh, by the way, this is a good time to tell you this. I try my best to keep my boxes 12 by 12 by 12. As you know, once you go over 12, 12, 12, the price for shipping goes. All right. It's not safe to ship a 20 by 20 box crammed with glass. It's a lot safer and even sometimes cheaper to ship 2 smaller boxes that are under 12, 12, 12 and are jam-packed with 7 or 8 or 9 different pieces of glass. So depending on how many items you win, you're going to have to just let me make the decision about how to best pack it. And I'll pack it as best I can for you and keep the price as low as possible. It's just one of those things. Amber candy with lid, 20. That's this one. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I love this candy dish. This one is $20. I believe it to probably be European. I think it's either, now my mind, it just went, hi, Hazel Atlas. And I have to write back to you, and I will. That almost looks like the Georgian pattern, but it's not. These are more like honeycombs rather than the triangles. See, it's not the same. The pattern is different. This is so nice. It is a beautiful dark amber. That's almost like root beer. Something is sort of giving me the Czechoslovakian or the Polish feel. Might be American, but I think it's one of those European countries. Mosier. Not Maser. But yes, because Hazel Atlas, I don't know. I am still debating on whether those polka dots are. I think you were right the first time when you said Hazel Atlas, but we'll talk. I'm still fiddling with them. And there's actually a little leaf pattern on the yeah, I also thought possibly in English that it could possibly be. I was thinking not oh, now I can't think of the company in England. I just can't think. But anyway, it's a really pretty covered candy dish. It's fire polished. It's heavy glass. That color is just so nice. Oh, dread, that makes me so mad. I can hear it and see it in my mind, and I can't say it. That candy dish is 8 inches tall. You'll love the condition of it. So we're going to go ahead and count the candy dish down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I don't know where to put it. Let's put it over here by the fairy lamp. And actually, we're moving right along here. We might have to go till 10:30. It might be Jenny Mac. Jenny Mac, I did send your information to Patrick. because he said he hadn't heard from you. So you guys got, somehow you got mixed up. But he'll write to you. He'll get to you. Is Jenny Mac at 54? Because he asked me for your info, and then it's taken me a while to get. I have to tell you. So I know that you know. I already know that you know that some evil sturgeon is watching me just off of the coast of New Jersey, because you know I accidentally threw my cell phone in the Atlantic Ocean with it turned on, and I was not able to retrieve it. Anyway, you know how everything is up in the cloud? Well, not everything came down from the cloud. And so guess what was lost? All of my passwords. Bagley. I was thinking of Bagley. Yes, thank you for saying that, because I was thinking of that company. You talk about somebody who used some language that wasn't quite appropriate. Well, I shouldn't say that. I said, damn it. So I had to sit here and forever trying to get all of my, and you know, you can't remember your password. Well, I forgot my password. Then you got to put all this stuff in. I finally got my passwords back. That's what's taking me so long. But I did send that information to him, Jenny. So you hear me, Sturgeon? You put my cell phone down and don't let the tuna get it. Now, I've got 3 chickens, hens, turkeys. I don't have what's HBO? I don't have that. Oh, that's a television station. I don't have that. All right. $19 on the screen. $19 on the screen. And what will you get for $19? You're going to get 3 of them. There's Mama, and there's Wee Little Baby. We'll go look at the baby in a minute, so hold on. Those are the 2 hens. Hens sit on a nest. I don't know what the rooster does. Well, I know what the rooster does. I meant. And the 3rd one is a turkey. Have you seen a turkey? Now, the hen, and these aren't the old Victorian ones, so these are 1960s, 70s. No chips or cracks. There's our wonderful hen, and he's like 7 inches across. She is 7 inches across. What am I going to do? Sit down. Be still. The baby is a darker color. Now that's still it's amber glass, the little guy, or the little. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. A chicken and a rooster. A chicken and a hen are both roosters, but the hen lays the eggs. Yep, they're all for one money. There's the little guy. And look at the turkey. Now the turkey, it's all you get. It's all for one. You know, it's not an offer up. No, it's all 3 of them. All 3 of these, one money. One money, one money, one money. Look at the turkey. Now, the turkey is flashed on, but the flashing is good. Just don't go scraping at him. His coloring isn't coming off, but if you scrape at him, his coloring will come off, because it's clear glass, and then it's what's called flashed. And you know what that is. It's not color. The glass is not, the coloring is not in the glass. But look at Mr. Turkey. All right. So you get turkey lurk. Now look here, hen. You get the little hen. Yeah, don't take a Brillo pad to this. And there's Big Mama. And there's the baby. The baby came out a little darker. So I don't know who that rooster was. Somebody broke the lock on the hen house door. I did say turkey lurkey. Wasn't that from one of the old nursery rhymes? Who broke the lock on the hen house door? I'll find out before I go. Who broke the lock on the hen house door? I don't know. But it was his papa. And that old rooster. Counting them down. All three of them. Big mama, little hen, and turkey lurkey. 10, 9, I don't even know where we are. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now, who broke that lock on the hen house door? I don't know who broke the lock on the hen house door. I'll find out before I go who broke the lock on the hen house door. Okay, now if you slide off of there, and don't you slide off of there. Don't you do it. Jenny Mac at 45. Nesting hens. All right, Jenny. You know what? We're doing okay, everybody. It is, we're flying on through here. Boy, this is fun. Now we've got, oh, we lost a few people. We have 410. I am so glad you're here tonight. And I really do hope that everybody did have a nice Labor Day weekend. I hope you get a few more warm days before it gets chilly. We always have a few warm days in September and October. And I am so happy to be bringing in the holiday season. Are you ready for it? It's coming. It's early, but it's coming. And we just love it, don't we? Okay. Now this thing, I'm kind of mad about this. I'm a little annoyed. Well, I'm not annoyed, but this thing irks me. Now, I don't know if Lisa is here. Lisa, you know who you are. We give you credit for coining the phrase turkey toilet. She might not be happy about that, but I do give you credit, Lisa, down in Dover, Delaware. You are my turkey toilet girl. You always will be. I say that with affection. I've got the lid, but before I put the lid on, I want to tell you that we're going to turn it upside down, and what does it say? You already knew that it was going to say McCoy. Okay, that's the McCoy. There are no condition problems with turkey toilet, but what I don't like is the head is very ill-fitting, and I'm going to show you. But I want you to understand before you start saying stuff, it's not been altered. This wasn't a basement project. This is the way it came out of the McCoy factory. It's $20. It's not chipped. It's not cracked. There's no damage. I don't like the way the lid fits. That's all I'm saying. Nothing is broken or missing from that lid. Now, somebody's going to say, well, that's supposed to be longer. No, that's completely covered in glaze. This is exactly the way it was manufactured. And it's a lovely turkey cookie jar. And it even says cookies. See it? But when you put the lid on, it fits okay if I tilt it back. If I put it on the counter like it's supposed to, I just don't, I'm just funny about this lid. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just sort of a poor design, I'm going to say, by McCoy. And, you know, I don't want to criticize McCoy, But that's the opening for the lid, and that's the lid. And it's just funny. I'm always fiddling with it. It fits, and that's the lid. But I can easily accidentally see that lid sliding off. So if you buy this and you want to use it as a cookie jar, be careful with that lid. Now that I've torn the piece apart, we ain't gonna get any bids. No, it's still very decorative. And if you collect McCoy cookie jars and you don't have this one, there you go. It's only $20. It's not chipped or cracked. It really sits like that. That's how it's supposed to get it in the, it's really supposed to sit like that. But when it sits like that, it's kind of open a little bit in the back. You see that? So that's the way this was manufactured by McCoy. All right, nobody wants it. Put it down. We're moving on. Well, I'll count it down anyway. 10. The opening, we're looking for an opening. We're looking for a bid of $20. And I'll let you see it again while if you'll get ready for the stop, we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay, there's a bid. Okay, good. Turkey, you're heading out to somebody's house. Let me move. Let me back up and put you back here. Hold on for a second, Jeffrey. Look, I've got some black glass. I've got that, and that is not Tango glass. Everybody wants to tell me that it's Tango, but there's a difference between Tango glass and what that piece is. Tango is two separate colors of glass, and they're sort of fused together. That's not what that is. Old Hadley vintage. Now, did Poodle outbid herself? I mean, you'll tell me, Turkey toilet. Because if that was the only bid, I'll go back and look at it. I won't take time to do it now. Yeah, but was she the only bid? Was she the first and only bid? If that's the case, then she gets it for 20, not 40. I always do that. If someone is the only one who placed a bid, but they came in way above where I started, she was the only one, then she's not going to pay 40. She'll pay 20. That's how I roll. So it's yours for 20, Poodle. Does everybody understand why? She bid 40 because she really wanted to get it. All right, I'll go back and look at it. Don't worry, everybody. Don't let me. I'll handle it. Thank you, though. I'll double check it because I just want to make sure that I don't ever want to overcharge anybody. I'll let Jeffrey handle it, everybody. So let's move on. Let Jeffrey take care of it, and I'll look at it tomorrow to make sure we get it to the right person. We will get it to the right person at the right price. I promise you. You know we will. Did he say candy corn? Let it go, let it go, let it go. Jeffrey and I'll figure it out. It's good. It's all good. Okay. Now, let's do this. This is nice. All right. Don't worry about it, Jeffrey. You and I will straighten it out because everybody will be talking about that for the next 20 minutes. We'll get her straightened out. Poodle, you win. And I'll double check. I'll go back and double check it. I'll do it. I'm not going to overcharge you or undercharge you. I can't remember. It's either Cambridge or Fostoria. You don't register your PayPal. Listen, I'm expecting a great something something. Where do I register my PayPal? I'm not sure what you mean, but you don't have to pre-register with me, and you don't have to have a PayPal account. I have had this before, and I've had it in a Chrome carrier, and this was patented by either Fostoria or Cambridge, and right now I can't remember which one it was. And this is from the late 20s into the early 30s. It is beautiful, fire polished, good glass. How rich that color is, and it's $19. We're starting off at $19. And oh my, I love this thing. It is 9.5 by 12 inches. 9.5 by 12. You know, I'll go back and look at that poodle. We'll double check and see how that thing came out. Not a problem. Look at that. It's almost like liquid root beer or liquid honey. It's gorgeous. It's fire polished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 compartments. Right for the center of your Thanksgiving table. And my word, a few scratches, not many, a little bit of wear. This thing is almost 100 years old. When I started fooling around with depression glass over 40 years ago, it was not even antique. It was just collectible. But this goes back to the late 20s into the early 30s. Good night, Carmen. Oh, excuse me. And the color is just beautiful, and now it's covered with my fingerprints. This is going to be so pretty on your dining room table at Thanksgiving. So we'll count it down. Oh, a charcuterie. Yeah, I love saying that. I know I don't pronounce it right. You could fill this with, all right, $19 is where we started, and I don't know where we are now, but we're going to count it down. Rosemary Morris has the high bid at 22, it looks like. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. It looks like big lips. It does look like big lips. Hadn't thought of that. Oh dear, big lips. Woo! Okay, that was the, oh dear. Okay. And that goes to Mark Peterson, 30. Mark, thank you. Okay, Mark, thank you. $15. Czechoslovakian, 1930s. Not tango glass. What you see right here, these lines here, that is silver that is turned black. And I have a hunch that there was silver on the lid and it was tarnishing, and somebody, I think, scrubbed it off. I didn't, but that's my hunch. I've been dealing with this for a pretty long time. And when you look at the lid, you will see traces of a decoration. And that is probably where silver was. There might have even been some on the top where they would decorate it. But it's wonderful 1920s, 30s glass, which I just broke. No, I didn't. Just kidding. Very 30s deco, very Czechoslovakian. So you have these two lines here, and I promise you, see how some of it is coming off? It's just the silver decoration that has come off in those places. And it might have also been this little flower decoration on the top of the lid. which now just makes it look like it has a frosted flower decoration. I don't think it's coming up. I'm not happy with my lighting tonight, and it might look blurry to you, so. Yeah, well, don't forget, there's Mosier and there's Mosser. One has two S's, one has one S, and they're very different companies. One has been around since the 1850s. The other one is American and started in the 1970s. So don't get your Mosier and your Mosser mixed up. But that's not tango glass. You have some tango, Jenny? If it were tango, these would be applied stripes of black glass. Yeah. But this is really pretty with, and again, it's not chipped or cracked. And I just love that orange color from that we see so much in Czechoslovakian glass from between the two world wars. Yeah. So you guys know your difference between Mosser and Mosier, right? One is American and one is Czech. It does pop. I love it. Oh, you want to know how tall it is? Seven inches tall. Which one has the two S's? That's Mosser, right? And Mosier has one S, right? So Mosier is the Czechoslovakian, started in the 1850s. Right, KP. Mosier, one S, that's Czech, 1850s forward. Mosser, two S's, American. I think they started maybe in 1970. Something like that. Yeah, that's right. Mosser and Mosier. This is Mosier, one S. It needs candy corn in it. Cynthia said candy corn. I don't know why I took the lid off of that. My candy corns are up here. Let's have one. Oh, I got a pumpkin. Why not? Oh, that's great. Philip? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Very good. Mosser, Mosier. Mosier, 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 Mosser. Mosser, Mosier. Mind your own business. Mosser, Mosier. Oh dear. Angela. Let me see. Oh, I told you I was going to. So far, I haven't stepped on anything. Yeah, we're probably going to go till about 10:15, maybe 10:30. Can you stay up that late? Is that okay? We're almost there. There's the stop. Oh, Angela Burba at 62. Thank you, Angela. Angela, thank you. Thank you, everyone who placed bids on that. I appreciate that. $20 on the screen. We have a dish and a frog. A dish and a frog. You get both. I better say it again. You get both. Look at that big black console bowl. It's from the 30s. And you get a black frog, which you could stick in there if you want. Wow. Look at the bottom of that dish. That looks to me like an L.E. Smith. Doesn't L.E. Smith do its little legs like that? I don't remember. I think so, maybe. That goes back to the 30s. Look at that. And look how shallow it is. It's a big black glass console bowl, and I'm going to toss in a wonderful black frog. You can, if you want, just don't scratch it. You can put your frog. Now, this wasn't meant for this frog, granted. Normally, something this shallow probably wouldn't have a frog in it. And then you stick all of your chrysanthemums in it. You're going to get both of these. The big dish. Wow, 13 inches. Unlucky for some. 13 inches on this guy without chips or cracks. 13 inches. That's going to sit right. And look at the little space saucer feet. This goes back to this goes back to before the Second World War. Oh yeah. Can you put water in the frog? Yes. So the frog is glass, and it is meant to sit down inside of, really not this bowl. In fact, dried flowers, lovely. I really wouldn't necessarily put water in this one. It's very shallow. Do what you want. Dried flowers would be pretty in it. But a frog like this usually sits on something a little bit deeper than that. But I'm putting them together. And of course, they were meant for you to then have water underneath. But, you know, you don't have to have real flowers. You could do a dried flower arrangement in a frog. Have it sticking up. And not necessarily use flowers that need water. So Elderly Poodle has the high bid of 47. It's 13 inches across that center bowl in the black glass with the black frog. And we will count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I love that it gets dark at 8 o'clock. And I'm weird. I love it when we turn the clocks and it's dark at 5 o'clock. I just love it. I know people have the season on. I know that that's a serious thing. I don't suffer from that, and I don't make light of it. But for me, I just love it when it's dark at 5 o'clock. I always liked that. I don't know why. Now I like my sunshine. I guess I like it because it's so bright for me in the morning. Patsy M at 69. Patsy, I sent you an email a little while ago about that Toby. We don't need to chat about it here. We can chat about it through email, but we'll get that all straightened out to you because we can either do. You'd like that too? Is it who else? Raise your hand if you kind of like it when it's dark at 5 o'clock. I know a lot of people don't. I get that, but you know, a lot of people do, or some people do. I do. I like the darkness at 5 o'clock. I don't know. I know not everybody's into that. This, I'm telling you what, is the prettiest center handle tidbit. The etch is delightful. I only wish I had taken the time to study it. You can freeze frame me and try to figure it out. It's fine. I didn't have a chance. It's really not that important to me. The etch is so beautiful. And the Elegant Depression Glass companies, we know the beautiful etches. Some of them we've memorized. They're easy to memorize. And, you know, some you don't have memorized, doesn't matter. You know quality when you see it. So when you look at this, you know you are looking at a Paden City, a Cambridge, a Fostoria. You know that you're looking at one of those wonderful pieces, and look at that etch. And it's with my shirt. I guess the best thing to do is just to sort of spin it this way. It's got sort of an oval shape to it, and it is lovely. It's $20. We're looking for an opening of 20. And it measures 12 inches long and, you know, something like 10 inches wide. Not all the etches had names, you know, some of them, a lot of the etches didn't, you know, it's etch number 122, who knows? The acid etching is done on the back so that the top of it is smooth. Yeah. So whatever you put on the top, you don't have to worry about like cake icing or anything dripping down into the etching, and then it's a pain to get it out because it's etched on the back. So there's the back of it. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to do. It's actually better for you to just kind of see it. I think you can get an idea of how pretty that is. So it's beautiful amber. What a nice etch on this elegant center handle tidbit tray, which we call tidbit tray today. That's what we usually call these today. Very intricate. I love it. And the condition is phantasmic. And we'll count it down. What time is it? It's 5 of 10. We're going to keep going for a little bit, shall we? We're not ready to wrap it up yet. 10, 9, 8, oh, for Pete's sake. 7, wait, I got to try. I shouldn't have touched that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I'm going to do a cooking recipe. That's on my list. So I'll have videos to show you while I'm away. I'm going to make those videos, and I'm going to bake some fall cookies for you. Do a couple videos. It would be nice on that, but that will be shipped already. Center handle tidbit goes to Rosemary Morris at 48. Rosemary Morris, thank you. I thank you. I thank you very much. How would you like to have 6 black glass plates? Well, you can. And here they are. Now these are black glass plates. They're old. They have polished bottoms. I have 6 of them, and they measure 7 inches across. They are chip and crack free, and they are scratchless. $19 for the 6 of them. Take a look at that. This is black glass. The bottoms are polished. Who made them? Who knows? But they're from the 1920s, 30s, and they're one of the nice glass companies that fire polished and then polished the bottoms. And there are 6 of them. So nice for dessert. Very nice for dessert. And I love layering things like this. Putting a smaller plate on top of a larger amber plate looks nice. Yeah. Oh, spiderweb vibe. I can see the spiderweb vibe. Yeah. Yeah. And you, ooh, put these down here. So the polished, if I turn this to the light just right, you'll see this is what's polished. I'm running my finger around that rim. You can see how shiny the glass is, but you may be able to pick up when you get to the rim that actually sits on your table. This is ground down and polished. So polished so that you have a beautiful smooth, so this won't dig at the dig at a silk tablecloth or scratch a nice wooden table. And there are no mold lines on them. Yeah, black glass is nice. The 6 black glass plates, I shall count them down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the 6 black glass plates. And while I'm waiting, I want to remind everybody that next Sunday night, if you get a chance to support Jeffrey Reed, he has just started a channel and he's having an autumn sale next Sunday night. And Jeffrey, correct me if I am mistaken, but I believe you said you're starting at 8 p.m. And he'll probably stick the link in here in just a minute after he gives us our winner. I've got some more plates in amber glass that's coming up for you. And it's Patsy M at 72. And Patsy, thank you. And Jeffrey, was that right? Next Sunday night at 8 o'clock on your channel. Yes, 8 o'clock next Sunday. Okay. So you can go over there and find some more amber goodies. Now I've got 4 plates. These are octagon, not decagon. I bet that old octopus is going to try to bid on these. How dare he or she? Yeah, an octopus could be a boy or a girl. I have 4 of these. 4 octagon shaped dessert plates. And we start at $12 on them. They're unmarked. They're not decagon. They're not Cambridge, but they're one of the 1920s companies. So they're 8-sided. And again, all I can tell you is that they are nice fire polished plates. And you know what? I just noticed this. I just noticed this. These plates are fire polished, but they don't have a fire polished. They don't have a ground bottom. It's completely fire polished and almost raised like a little bit of a foot. Can you see that? That goes all the way around. That is way cool on these plates. They almost sit, so they give a little bit of rise on your table. I just realized that. That is unusual. This is a whole thick sort of extra, almost 1/4 of an inch on the bottom. And therefore, and so as they sit on your table like a pedestal, yeah, look at that. I didn't even realize that. So there's 4 of them. And they're 8-inch plates for luncheon. Or a piece of pumpkin pie. No, they're 7.5 inches, 8 inches to the points. So yeah. Those are nice. Wow. Didn't know that. My word. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Am I missing something over there that I'm supposed to know? Well, Jeffrey will tell me. Okay. And then I've got another set of plates for you. Those 4 octagonal plates. Is there a finale? I don't know. I might get up and do the pumpkin dance. Patsy McCarthy got the plates. Sandra, you just missed it. Okay, Patsy, just something with whipped cream on it. All right. $20 on the screen. Here come 8 more plates. 8. 2 of these plates have a little tiny chip on the corner. The other 6 are not chipped. So 2 of them, little chip, not bad. These plates are not fire polished. And this would be considered an early, really early Depression glass pattern. And it's what collectors call by Cracky by L.E. Smith. I'll hold all 8 of them up, and then I'll just hold up one so that you can see the whole stack of them. Now let's hold up just one and let you see. I love that pattern, and you can find sherbets. You can find other pieces to this. These are 7-inch plates, and this is an early pattern. These go back to the late 20s. Yeah, that's an 8-inch. And so I have 8 of these. I've got 8 8-sided. Put my cell phone down, Octopus. Nobody's talking to you. 8 8-sided L.E. Smith by Cracky 8-inch plates. And you can also double check me on that, but I believe that pattern came out in 27 or 28. And this was part of a luncheon set. I remember some old advertisements. I think they called it I think it was called these little ones were like a luncheon set. So 8 of them. And again, 2 of them have a very small, that's actually one of the ones that's chipped, and it's so tiny. I don't even know if you can see it. Tiny, tiny little chip right there. Sid the squid. Okay, so the 8 by Cracky octagonal, autumnal. You see the theme we've got going on here? Count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can find this in green too. I don't think I've ever seen it in pink, but I've seen it in green. Now I forgot my countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh my word. We're going to let Jeffrey hit the what he does. Patsy M, 38. 38. Thank you kindly. Thank you, thank you, thank you kindly. Look at that beautiful bowl. That's a beautiful marigold carnival glass bowl. And it is, how many inches in it? It is 10 inches. It's 9 inches across. Really pretty. And it starts at $18. I did not look up the maker or the pattern. But it has no chips or cracks. We can all name the companies that made, let's name them. There's about 8 or 9 of them. Who made Carnival Glass? Fenton, Westmoreland, Dugan Diamond, Imperial. Who else made Carnival Glass? Northwood. I think that's up to, I think I just named 5. Westmoreland, is that 6? Now, Patsy, you know Flow Blue isn't autumnal. No, I'm kidding. Yes, you can eat out of it. Actually, hey, Patsy, where'd you go? That's going to be in the eBay store. It's in the lineup for photography. That's going to be eBay store thing. But it's because it's blue. I'm kind of sticking to an autumn theme. So that'll go, well, when you say eat out of it, I mean, I wouldn't eat spaghetti out of it. I'm not sure. Would you serve? I'll let you. I mean, I eat out of anything, but I don't live my life afraid to use a dish because it's got uranium in it. So I really don't know. I mean, I guess you could. I put candy in it. You know, some people are funny about things. I mean, it is a sprayed on metallic finish and a lot of the carnival glass is decorative or for candy and things. So I wouldn't put anything hot or saucy in it. Oh, a salad? Oh, you're going to get a lot of people that'll say no. But some people are extra. I say, you know, whatever. Why not? Eat out of it. I mean, you know, come on. Don't eat eggs. It'll kill you. Don't drink soda. It'll kill you. Don't cross the street. It'll kill you. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'd eat out of it. I think if you ate a salad out of this once a year, I haven't seen too many obituaries that say lost before her age. She ate too many salads out of her carnival glass. I don't know. No, seriously though, I really don't know. But I don't like to listen to just, well, he said, she said. I would look up the science. And the science with the uranium glass is no problem. We already know that. But I haven't read anything about whether or not it's okay to actually eat off of carnival glass. So I'll let you decide, because I kind of like the science and not just what somebody says. Because people will tell you, oh, don't use uranium glass, you'll die. Good, it's harmless. Thank you, Urban. And he's been collecting forever, and I haven't sent you your 3 yet, but I've got your address, and so yours are on the way, are going to be on the way. Maybe they'll be a Christmas gift. Thanks for chiming in on that. I would be apt to agree with that, but I didn't necessarily want to say and then give out bad information. Oh, fruit. Well, which pattern is it, Urban Antiques? It's got a button. It's got like a button and a thing on it. Oh, it's a European. Is it? So is one of the English or Australian? Because the carnival glass was made in the United States. A lot of it was made in Australia and in England. So is this English or Australian? What? Edna. Edna. Who's Edna? Let me count it down. So it wasn't, they didn't make it all over the world, but I know Australia, England, United States, and there's a couple other countries where they made carnival glass. Where else did they make it? Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Australia, Mexico, England, and the US. Those are the, so that's the end of that Carnival Bowl. And we're almost, now that it's 10:15, we got one or two more things. Jeffrey, if you have to go to bed, go to bed. And thank you. I'm not sending you to bed, but I don't want you to think that you have to stay here all night. So we'll just find out who the winner is on the Carnival Bowl. It's Rhonda Gentry at 36. Rhonda, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, it is 10:15. What did I say? Did I say something else? I probably did. I'm in and out. We're almost done. Finished. We're almost finished. There's my 8th grade English teacher. Food is done. People are finished. How long ago was I in the 8th grade? And I can hear her right now. When we would finish our work and we'd say, I'm done. Food is done. People are finished. Dogs are mad. People are angry. That's that old English teacher. Okay. How many more? I don't know. Let's just do, we're not going to do that. Oh, this. Okay, I don't feel like selling that, and I don't feel like selling that. We're going to do one more thing. Did you not just hear me tell you to go to bed? Go to bed. I got one more thing. No, you have to stay up for me to do this last thing, Jeffrey. You may not go to bed until I tell you. No, I'm kidding. Jeffrey, thank you for helping, and you may absolutely go to bed. The last item for tonight, you're going to get 3. You're going to get 3 for one price, right? That's all 3 of these things. And we start at $15. What will you get? They were mayonnaise compotes, and they lost their underpants. They're now candy dishes. That's a beautiful sort of olivey, yellowy color with gold trim around the outside. Remember, this would have an underplate, and it would have a glass spoon, and they're gone. So you get that one. You get that one. Beautiful rolled edge on that mayonnaise compote, which is now a candy dish. And the last one that you get all 3, is another one from the late 20s, early 30s, and it's got enamel paint on it. Look at that. That came right from the factory that way. Spread these candy dishes all over the place. You get 1, and you get 2. Which is your favorite? I love the color on this. It's kind of in between olive and amber and yellow. And then you get that one too, which is a beautiful amber color. 3, what were mayonnaise compotes. That's what they were sold as in the 1930s. Missing their poor little underpants. But you can have all three of them and turn them into candy dishes. So, made by some of the wonderful American glass companies here in the United States. And there they are. I'm sorry for handling them this way. I'm trying to get you to see all three of them. And my nose is itching. That means it's time to go to bed. We'll count down these lovely three glass, no chips, no cracks, excellent condition. They really are nice. What's the starting price? Starting price was or is $15. And the current bid is $40. We started at $15. Thank you, Jeffrey. The current bid is $40. Please support Jeffrey by coming to his sale next Sunday night. And the Monday after that, come back and see me and David for the Two Chaps live sale. Can't wait. Going to count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. You have one that's made of velvet? What? You do? All right. I've got more things to sell, but it's late and people want to go to bed. So we'll do a few more autumn things. Anything that's left over. Wait a minute. Yeah, because I know I have more. And don't forget, I've got plenty in the eBay store too. I've got lots in the eBay store. So that last, I guess I'll bring the pheasant. Hold on, Florida. Oh, wait a minute. Slow down, everybody. So it's 40 Florida Golden. Is that, Jeffrey, that's the lower of what she bid, so she outbid herself, but 40 was the lower, right? Just let Jeffrey, okay. The pheasant, I'll bring the pheasant. Oh, have you been waiting for that? All right. Jeffrey, go to bed. I'll do those last two. Hold on. Let me get those because you've been waiting, so I'll get them. Give me 2 minutes. Jeffrey, thank you. Round of applause for Jeffrey. Jeffrey, go to bed. I will go get the lamp and the pheasant. Hold it. If I could find them. All right. I'm back. I'll do these. I'll let Jeffrey, I want to thank you for your help. Let me write this down and I'll go ahead and do these last two things. Pheasant lamp. The pheasant is going to, so here is the pheasant. I love him. He or she has no, okay, so we're starting, this starts at 10. The pheasant, look at him or her. I don't know how you tell. Well, I do know how you tell, but I always get myself in trouble with that. He or she has not been decapitated, and look at that tail. Now, there were probably a pair of these, but oh my gosh, you could do the neatest little fall display. Put him right in the middle of a table and put cattails and other little things around him. So $10 on the pheasant, American made, and I love him or her. There's his little hiney, and there's his little face. And he's moving. Look at that. His little legs are, he's on his way. I guess he's a pheasant. Is he a pheasant or a road runner? I think he's a pheasant. Yeah. He's a cute little guy, and I love his tail. Nothing on the bottom. Yeah. With a really pretty glaze. Nope, nothing on the bottom. Now, I'm going to have to, okay. Sandra Garcia, I think, has the high bid at 55. I will count this down because I need to look at this screen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. There's the stop. And it looks like, oh, good grief. Sandra at 55 on pheasant. Let me thank you for your bid, Sandra. Let me put him down before. Oh, I've got to be careful with you. I don't need to get tangled up in your tail. Okay, and then the 1920s lamp that needs to be wired. This starts at 15. You're going to have to put your own electric cord on it. I will include the light bulb only if the winner says that they want it and they will not throw it out. I haven't tested it, so I don't know that it is a working light bulb, but that's an antique light bulb. Those bulbs go back to the 30s. That's a nice old socket with a paddle. And it's orange luster. And you're going to have to wire it. Now, who asked me for this? Halloween? Hollow-Gemi? You asked for it. Where are you? You didn't place a bid. Maybe you don't want it. Oh, you did place a bid. Okay. I can tell you, would you like me to? Ouch. I can actually give you a working light bulb. Let me test it. I have some of these that are working bulbs. Let me put it in my lamp. Let me put it in this socket over here. This is an old, I don't know if everybody realizes, that is an antique light bulb. And the filaments in these old bulbs are pretty doggone. Oh yeah, it lights up beautifully. I can't get it into the screen. Well, maybe I can. There it is. That's the light bulb that you just saw. Now, it might look white to you, but it's orange, orangey. That's the bulb. Let me get it out of there. And put the other one back in. Jenny would want the old bulb too. Good. Because I will not, if you're not keeping that bulb, I'm not going to let you have it because I don't want that light bulb thrown out. I don't know. Look at me putting all these conditions on things. Yeah, these old bulbs are nice. Nice. Look. Well, you can't have this. I love that shade. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. And these luster dudes were made in the 1920s and 30s. It was a thing, you know, in those days. All right. The lamp itself is 12 inches tall all the way up to the light bulb. And that's a nice old socket. Look at the paddle on that socket. So I don't know where we are, but let's back up. I think Hallow Thrifty is at 35. That's going to be the highest bid so far, and we'll count it down. 10. Wait a minute. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. So I have to watch on this other. And there is the stop. And let me hit refresh. And it is Jenny Mac at 57. Jenny, thank you. And tell you what, Carson, I think I've got 3 or 4 of these light bulbs in the basement. I think I do. So I'm going to look for you. And if I can find some, we will hook you up. Okay. So you missed out on that. But I think it was really the bulb you wanted, and I'll try to get some. I've got some other bulbs for you. Jenny, thank you and congratulations on the lamp. You're going to love that lamp. Now you wire it yourself. You know how to do that. You just stick a nice little cord through there. I love that old socket. And that light bulb is still working, as you just saw. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay, I'm not going to do... Okay, that is it. We'll get some light bulbs for Carson. Not a problem. As I said, I think I've got 3 or 4, maybe even half a dozen of them down in the basement. I just have to dig them out. Thank you, everyone. Jeffrey has gone to bed, and I hope that I was able to thank him enough. Hey, everybody, if you get a chance, if you'll pop into Jeffrey's sale next Sunday night at 8 o'clock, he would love to have you there. And I want to thank, that is it. Yes, it is 10:35. The old Curiosity Shop has never gone this late, I don't think. Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome, and thank you. I hope that your homes will be warm as the cool weather is on its way. I'm excited. My windows are up, and it's going to get down into the low 50s tonight. Woo! Tomorrow morning might have to be my first pumpkin spice. Although I usually don't drink it until the actual first day of autumn, I might cheat tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for no radio talk. Well, I think my radio guy went to bed. And I hope I wasn't being rude. I hope sometimes I can, I'm Jersey. Sometimes I can be a little, not rude, but, like, hey, to the point. But I really couldn't give him the attention that he deserves to talk about the radios during the auction. You know, I mean, the auction is business. We want to keep it rolling. And so I hope that I wasn't, what's the word, brash, as I can sometimes be. But I think I saw where he was tired and had to go to bed. Maybe he'll catch me on another live sometime and we can talk some more. That's it. Listen, Joe, I'm not sure. There was someone, and now I don't remember his chat name, but he was asking me about horn speakers for one of his 1920s radios. And good grief, I probably have 10 horns. You can only see one right there. That's the beautiful Atwater Kent right there. Well, it's hard for me to point. You can't tell which way you're pointing. Yes, they are, KP. And yes, I know I said Good Housekeeping, but it's actually Better Homes and Gardens. That was just my brain not typing what my eyes were reading. Yeah, Richard, I can't remember, but he'll you're welcome. I'm sure he'll come back again, and I can talk with him some more about the old radios. But I do start to get like everybody else at the end of the night, and after you've been talking for 2.5 hours. So let's see here. I'm going to do some various videos for you because I'll have, and I'm going to also post maybe some reruns. I'm going to be away for several days. I don't know yet, Melanie. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the Disney books. Really, I'm trying to get through all of the autumn, but the Disney will be coming. Yeah. Thank you for asking. I don't mean to be mysterious about it. I just haven't thought that far ahead. Oh, you're going to recap the Atwater Kent? Yeah, get it recapped. Do you get mail at your P.O. box? I don't have one. And you are all allowed to get mad at me for that. I've been saying for years I'm going to get a P.O. box. And, oh, you're welcome. Joe, you found Beaumont glass. What did you find? I love Beaumont glass. Hold on, I'm going to show you some. Hold on. What did you get? Was it Furlux? Furlux? Isn't that what Beaumont called their sort of milk, almost like a clam brothy? Milk glass? I believe that Beaumont referred to their creamy sort of milky glass. I believe they called it Furlux, Furlux. Let me show you some Furlux candlesticks. Hold on. Now I'm supposed to be going to bed. Wait a minute. This is how you get them without falling on the floor. Here they are. Wait a minute. Somebody will have to double check me because I can't check it now. That is a piece of Beaumont glass. Oh my gosh, I just scared myself. I sat down and then like 10 seconds later, I saw myself coming across the screen. I thought somebody broke into the house. I think they might have called this chintz. This is all just what's up here. But you'll notice that this is sort of a white milky glass. It's not solid milk glass. They didn't have solid milk glass when this was made. We didn't know how to do it. So there would be sort of like, well, there was platinite and there was vitroc and there were different names. But that, and I've got both of these. Well, Heidi, I do check my email. So actually, I do check it now that I have the passcode. I can start looking at it every day again. But there are a lot of emails that I just can't answer because I get a million emails. So if it's business related, like something is broken or I didn't get it, I'm right on top of that. But I get 100 emails a week, and people want me to appraise things, and I wish I had an extra 2 hours every day. But I just can't. But that's a piece of Beaumont glass. And that's this is all hand painted on there. I believe I have both of these candlesticks, and I think I've got something else that goes with it. And they made this glass in the 20s and 30s. Are you still there? Yeah, it's almost like a clam broth. Almost like a clam broth. Yeah, almost. But what did I wonder what you found? I wonder what Joe found. And I know I still need to call you. No, I've got both of them. I have both of these, and it's glass. No, Heidi, you're not I didn't take any offense to that. I didn't think that. But I just wanted to make sure you know that I do check my email. But if you send me funny things, or a lot of it I just, and I'm not the best with email, I will say, but I get lots of emails, and I have to honestly tell you, I just, I do this full time, and I'll answer the business related emails, but I will read the emails, but I don't have another hour and a half each night to. I think that might be one of the reasons why I never got a PO box. Everyone is wonderful, and I also feel uncomfortable with people sending me things that. Well, I've talked about that before, but I'll probably still. I don't know. I'll probably still get an email, get a PO box. Oh, no, Heidi, I am, please. I am very low key on all of that. It's the only time I am only annoyed or offended when someone is purposefully nasty. And that doesn't happen very often, I say things that people go, No. I don't take any. But yeah, it just, and I would love to respond to all the emails. I would love to, but I can't. You want to Briar, you do not. That was funny. That was funny. Now I can't. Now we were running. What else was it? Wait. You're talking about what? Oh, it went away. It went away too fast. It went away too fast. You asked me something about the carnival glass. Yeah, I one of these days, and I've picked up the application 5 times from the post office, and it's really not a matter of the money. I mean, I can do it. I don't want people spending money on me, buying things for me, sending me things, because there are too many people in need, and I am not in need. I know the difference between wants, which we all have, W-A-N-T-S, and needs. And I know that sometimes if you do that, people will spend money and send things and whatnot, and I'm just not comfortable with it. I'm not trying to slight anybody, you know. It's kind of like, you know what it's like? It's like when you have a party and you say no gifts, right? I would do a P.O. box if I tell you no gifts. If you want to send a card, I would love that, because I would take thumbtacks and pin them all around the wall, like, or just tape them around the wall. You know, like an anniversary party. And they say, we don't want gifts. You can, you know, bring a card or something. But anyway. So, boy, oh boy. All right, I will do the invoices tomorrow morning. I've already made all the boxes. Right out there, I've got about 50 boxes already taped up with the paper bags in the bottom, right? So I can start wrapping this. I'm going to do the invoices tomorrow morning, and I'm going to start wrapping tomorrow, because then there are like 30 other items on eBay that are all going to end pretty soon too. So boy, I'm going to be busy shipping. All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight and for hanging out. Whether you bought something or not, I'm glad you were here tonight. Happy Labor Day. Rest, rest, rest to the weary, but we got to set our alarm clocks and get up and go to work tomorrow. I know I do. And I know that many of you do too. That's it for now. Hey, we'll see you the next time. And until then, I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching. Wait for the cat, meow, and so long for now. Good night, all. Oh, I do have to turn the thing off. Turn that thing off. You like my mother's cameo? She doesn't know that she'll find out though, but she's now copying me. Turn that thing off. She probably is the one that started it. End stream. Island.